I wanted to make a video about the finale. What I'm about to say in this video has already been said in several shorts in my main channel, Sarah's Miracle Stories, but I wanted to make a proper video here. So I think that you will get this video before every short there, but anyway, the finale. Have you recovered yet? I don't think I have. Nemesis is going to end us, literally. So, I'm about to cover a few theories about the finale in this video, about Lila, mainly Lila. First of all, hi, my name is Sarah. If you're new here, thank you for being here. This is like my third or fourth channel. I'm mostly a writer in the miraculous community, so anyway, let's start with Secret Protocol. So, about the gifts that Uncle Wang, like the fake Uncle Wang aka Lila, the gifts that he had for Sabine, what was in it? What was in the box? We never got to know about that. So, some people are saying that there was an akuma in it. Some are saying that maybe it was something creepy. But if it was an akuma, wouldn't it be a bit risky that he shows it to Marinette? Like, what if she took it? Yeah, she won't open it because it's for her mom, but still, it would be a little bit risky. Some people are even saying that maybe it was a picture of Marinette. That's creepy. Or some are saying that it would be a camera. But that's going to lead to another theory. When Marinette and her parents found out that Uncle Wang was an imposter, that it was someone else, and Marinette opens the door, the guest room was empty. Completely empty, deserted, like it was as if no one had come in there. So, what if Lila planted a camera in that room before leaving? Marinette transformed in that room. She was a genius in that episode. She was so smart. She didn't overthink. She was right. But she really did a dumb thing at the end. Why did transforming in that room? Yeah, you opened the door. There was no one. But how could you be so sure that the room was empty? That the person didn't leave anything? A camera, a recorder, anything. She could have been like, hey, mom and dad, I have something important to tell you. Let's go in my room, let's go somewhere else, and I will tell you, I will show you. But no, she transformed right on the spot. Now, do you remember how Marinette was suspecting fake Uncle Wang to be an akumatized villain, or even the new butterfly holder, like that hat for him? What if she put a tracker in it? She could have put a tracker, and that's how she will find her in Nemesis. Because in the trailer of Nemesis, we see her running in underground, probably in the catacombs. I'm going to so miraculous. They copied my idea. They copied my story. I'm joking. I mean, nobody, come on. But yeah, maybe that's how she found this place. If she put a tracker in that gift, Marinette, you are smart. Oh, we know that she will purposely get akumatized in Nemesis. Maybe she will trick Chrysalis indirectly, like she won't make it obvious, and thanks to her powers and stuff, she will find out a location where her lair is, just like my friend Kay made in her story, in her Nemesis episode, in our collab. Also, Is Lila in the catacombs? Really? I won't go too much into that. I already talked about it a lot in my short, so. But yes, that is a crazy idea if she is in the catacombs, cause what? Even when I wrote that story and I chose this place as Lila's lair, I was like, should I really go with that? That's kind of crazy. And Lila still has the keys of the Cheng house. She has the keys. I mean, yeah, the solution would be to simply change the locks so it won't be a problem, but still, they haven't acknowledged that in the end. But then again, this kind of ending didn't really give them the chance to really process anything, so I guess they will talk about it in Nemesis. I'm looking forward to that. Also, some people are confused about how Lila akumatized herself twice. So in my story, Secret Protocol, the one that I wrote, I did make it seem like she akumatized herself. I don't know when exactly you will see this video, but of course it will be before the finale. I actually have like a video completely on Lila to post before this, so I hope that I will be able to edit them both before the finale. But if you watch that video, I did talk about Lila being a chameleon, acclimatizing herself so many times and writing in her diary to not forget anything. So, I think that Lila acclimatized herself as a chameleon in Secret Protocol to take the appearance of Uncle Wang, but then she used another Akuma to akumatize herself as Uncle Wang. Like she put the Akuma in the hat, in his hat. Was it in his hat? Whatever, in whatever object it was, she put the Akuma in it. But the first and original Akuma was somewhere else. So when she rejected the Akuma, like the second Akuma, the other one was still here. Double akumatization. I think that's possible. That's why I wrote it in my story. I did take a moment to think about it at first because they never really showed that in the show. But I think that's possible. It's quite interesting. However, some people are believing that Uncle Wang, the fake one, was actually a sentimonster. That's a wild theory because, yes, Felix promised himself that he would never make a sentimonster again because they are his brothers and sisters, and he is working for Ladybug. He is in the team now. He is living in Paris. But remember, in Yaxigozen, Lila and Tomoe wanted to take control of Felix by obtaining his ring. In Yaxigozen, they failed to do that because Felix and Kagami exchanged their rings. So what if they didn't show that they successfully did that in another episode after that? Like they tried to do that again another time and they succeeded. And Kagami lives at her mother's place, so what if Tomoe managed to obtain the ring when she was sleeping or something, and then she exchanged that ring with a fake one so that she won't notice anything? So that would mean that Felix is under their control. Lila made him create a sentimonster of Uncle Wang, and when the evening came, he made him disappear. But wouldn't Felix remember anything? Would he? Not sure, but I wouldn't mind this theory to be true. So I think that's very interesting. I think that I've covered everything I needed for Secret Protocol, so let's talk about Nemesis. We don't know much about this episode, except for the fact that Marinette will attempt to trick Lila. She will let her to akumatize her. And yeah, we know that there will be a traitor in the finale, and most of us are saying that it's Olia because of the trailer. But I'm still hopeful. I don't think that their argument is real. If you have watched my collaboration with my friend Kay, when she wrote Nemesis, it was later revealed that it was just Marinette's and Olia's plan. Cause why would they suddenly argue? They were fine in Secret Protocol, so why? In a trailer that we got like a while ago, Marinette wasn't really responding to anyone's texts and calls. So I think that Olia will come to her house and she will get mad over the fact that Marinette doesn't want to open up and reveal what's bothering her. I don't know if she will tell her that she told her parents. Will she? But yeah, I really think that this argument is fake and Marinette will just do some acting and let Lila akumatize her for her plan. But then who will be the traitor? That's a good question. Who? Zoe can be the traitor, but it is a finale. We are not really focusing on any side characters, so apart from Olia, but I still don't believe that. Plus, if Marinette gets akumatized, Lila will expect to see Ladybug. So who will be Ladybug? If it's not Marinette's and Olia's plans, then who will be Ladybug? Don't tell me that Olia will see that Marinette got akumatized and she will just make an illusion with. By the way, we got a Nemesis teaser. At first, I was convinced that the person who got akumatized was a sentimonster, as Ladybug and her were fighting and clearly touched each other, so neither of them could be an illusion. Since we saw Rooster Bald, wasn't expecting to see him by the way, some people have been saying that he will use his power to create a clone of Marinette. And that makes absolute sense. His power is sublimation. He can gain any specific power as long as they are not already owned by another miraculous holder. So technically, if he made a clone of Marinette, it wouldn't exactly be a sentimonster. But the problem is that what would Ladybug explain to him? She can't tell him that the real Marinette cannot help them because she's Ladybug. So I guess she will use some excuse. That's why the heroes will be in her room. Enough people know about your identity already, Marinette. Be careful. I feel like Nemesis is going to gaslight me again, like Secret Protocol was gaslighting me. I was actually believing that Marinette was wrong, but no. Either way, it's going to be insane. This episode is also expected to end on a huge cliffhanger. How are we going to survive this? I also feel like Cat Noir won't really have like a big role in this finale, unfortunately. As always, they should really stop neglecting him. But who knows? We will get that Adrienette scene in Nemesis. I think that it will be after Marinette's akumatization. Maybe the episode will end like that, but then it won't be a cliffhanger. My final predictions for the finale tomorrow. Also, yes, I just washed my hair. Anyway, about Adrienette, I still believe that it is just their plan. They will pretend to argue just to fool Chrysalis, like they will stage this. Please let this age well. I don't want them to break up. Please. The Marinette we saw, like the akumatized one, will just be a clone. And Ladybug, and before he did that, Ladybug will call everyone in Marinette's room and will be like, hey, Chrysalis is after this girl for some reason. She targeted her family thinking that she was me, but so how about we use that against her? But we can't afford to put her in actual danger. Well, she's not comfortable to do that, so Roosterbolt, use your power. And during that meeting, we can see Gabriel's drawing his portrait, like the one that Marinette ripped apart in Sad Nancy. Cat Noir will see that, and this will trigger the Adrienette conversation later on after the fight. But they keep saying that season 6 will end on a cliffhanger. What cliffhanger? Will it be like Marinette will tell Adrian that he has to know something about his father? So it will make it seem like she's about to tell him the truth? Honestly, she's done that a lot, so I will not get my hopes up. I don't believe you anymore, Marinette. I've lost faith in you. But anyway, please tell me that Ladybug will find Lila's lair at least. That would be so dope. Anyway, I think that I've already covered everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. But if you have heard of any other theory, or if you have your own theory, feel free to share them in the comments and we will discuss them there. So I will see you very soon, possibly on the reaction of the finale. Bye!